Yes guys, welcome to big game preview between Manchester City and Manchester United. The Manchester derby arrived this weekend with both Manchester clubs struggling for form so far this season. Pep Guardiola is enduring one of the most challenging periods of his managerial career with just one win in his last 10 games in all competition. While Manchester City suffered a midweek defeat to Juventus in the Champions League, they have begun to show glimpses of recovery in the Premier League, securing a victory over Nottingham Forest and ending a draw against Crystal Palace in their last two outings. Ruben Amorim, despite starting with an unbeaten run in his first 3 games, has since lost 2 games in the league against Arsenal and Nottingham Forest. It was always going to take time for the Portuguese boys to implement his new style and formation on the side. But the form need to change if the Red Devils are to return to their good glory days. There have been 194 meetings between the local rivals since they first met in 1891 in the FA Cup. Manchester City have won 62 times, with Manchester United winning 79 times and 53 draws. City will be without the suspended Rico Lewis after he picked up 2 yellow cards and was sent off in their last Premier League clash against Crystal Palace. This suspension adds to a name to the list of long players who will be missing for this game, with Guardiola's side going through an injury crisis at the minute. Nathan Ake, Manuel Akanji, John Stones, along with long-term absentee Rodri and Oscar Bob, are all out. Manchester United will be boosted by the return of Victor Lindelof, who was part of the squad that travelled to the Czech Republic for the Europa League tie against Victoria Plzeň. However, a decision will have to be made on Johnny Evans, who, despite being back in training, wasn't part of the squad that went to Czech Republic for the Europa League. Luke Shaw remained the only injury down going into Sunday's derby. The game will be played at Manchester City's Etihad Stadium on Sunday, 15 December 2024 at exactly 5:30 p.m. West African time. That brings me to my prediction. I just don't know what to expect in this game. Both Manchester side has been struggling so far this season. Amorim has been trying to implement a new style of play, which has been difficult for Manchester United players to cope with. While Guardiola has been struggling, maybe due to the unavailability of Rodri. But I think there will be goals in this match. I am tempted to go with Manchester City win, but I think this game will end in a 2-2 draw. Thanks for watching BKS Big Game Weekend Preview. Join us again next week for another edition of BKS Big Game Weekend Preview.